Welcome to Overgrown Farms, live and direct with your hosts, J.R. Breeden, Just Dank, and none other than Marley Bob. Let's smoke, get high, talk about growing, blaze it up. Something we all have a passion for. Cannabis. Thanks again. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share this live video. Let's get it.
What up? What it is?
What up, Scotty B, Ignacio?
What's up, gentlemen?
Facebook user.
Woo! Sunday cough session.
Absolutely.
What is up? Welcome to Sunday Sesh. Growing Stoned. What's up, Larry?
Larry.
What's up, Jen? What are you smoking on there?
Oh, I'm sweating, but a little bit of the widow. We're getting down to the last of it. Need to harvest soon. So let's say a prayer to the harvest gods to make sure it's quick and plentiful.
Plentiful.
That's right. We don't want no skimpy plants.
Nope. I'm smoking on the blackberry still.
The blackberry still?
I will be for a minute.
Yeah, I hear you. I've been smoking on this widow.
So what's everybody up to this weekend? Anybody do anything fun? See any good shows or movies or anything good?
Anything at all.
Harvest gods. Scott's been digging his steezy.
I don't know. I did not like mine, man. I mean, it was cool for like simple, real quick, simple. Like hit that anywhere, but
yeah.
I wasn't a fan of the pods themselves, dude.
Really?
Yeah. First of all, you know me, I'm not a big fan of cartridges. I don't like PG and fucking VG and all that bullshit.
Scotty went to Six Flags this weekend. Lucky bastard. Larry lemon glazed donut sugar and a Reggie blunt. Where you finding Reggie at, bro? How much you paying for that? It's got to be a buyer's market with that stuff.
With Reggies, I would assume so.
Yeah. $20 an ounce.
Fuck, I haven't. Dude, I don't even know when the last time I saw Reggie's was. Like real. Like
I don't even. It's been 80 an ounce. He says. Are there seeds in it? Are you finding seeds, or is it some pretty decent reg? New York Diesel Shatter, one of my favorites. Yeah, there is seeds. Wow. Dang, Larry. Might have to fucking hop in the time machine. Fucking reminisce.
absolutely.
Reminisce about the past while we smoke Reggie in a blunt. Damn, that sounds good.
You know what? I miss good Reggies every once in a while.
I missed around Christmas time. We usually showed up around November, but usually it was the more fluffier we called it Christmas buds, you know, and it was like the more fluffier, less seeded, like decent. It was decent weed. Like I enjoyed smoking it.
I've had my fair share of amazing Reggies. Where you're like, where the hell did this come from?
Oh yeah,
this can't be Reggies. We got an amazing deal.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Amanda Duke? Yeah, so I think we need to talk a little bit about
a pet peeve of yours.
Yes, it's sometimes I catch myself doing it, and I have to me, like I just freak out and just start cleaning, like. But cleanliness in your grow area, like that's so important. And
I agree.
In all the groups that we're in and we frequent, you go in and everybody's always posting pictures of their grow room, and there's always those couple people, that they're struggling really bad to grow, and then you see their grow area and it's just gross, like soil everywhere, fucking dead leaves, fucking trash sometimes. Like, man, that's how you get bugs. That's how the bugs hide in that stuff. It's terrible. I don't like it.
You know what? It's a very important thing to have that grow clean. Cleanliness is next to godliness. I believe in the grow. In the grow, you have to be that clean. I mean, shit. Look at big time grows. You're wearing fucking clean suits. You go through the freaking blower machine.
So, I'm not talking about your tent, Larry. I wasn't talking about yours. I was talking about. I was in a group today, and it was somebody that I know, and
you were kind of embarrassed.
Like, I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed for them. Like, why would you post that picture? Like, come on, man. And it's all the time. Come on, like, I know, like, people have other lives besides their hobbies and stuff, you know what I mean? But, like, not only is your grow, like, you want it to be a good representation of yourself, you know what I mean? It's gotta be clean. If there's dirt all over your floor in your room and your fans are blowing all that dirt all over the place, and it's going all over your flowers, and I don't know. Cleanliness is important. Bleach, Once every 2 weeks is not, it's not a bad idea to maybe wipe everything down, you know? And then there's always the preventive maintenance, always use trays, you know, try not to be in a hurry. If you're watering, try not to splash it everywhere. Water small amounts, a little bit at a time. Go to the next plant, water a little bit, try not to get it, I see that. I see, you know, anyways, it's it helps. It helps to have a good clean area. And a lot of people are having a hard time with bugs, and they're like, wow, why can I get rid of my bugs? Because when you get bugs, you not only are they on your plant, but they're on everything. They're in your tent, they're in your soil, they're in your tray, they're on you. Like you might not know it, but they're on you. So you have to keep yourself clean as well as your area. Like that's super, super, super important. Like so important.
No, I agree. I agree. I have a dust buster for the tent. That
No,
is,
it wasn't you, Scotty.
yeah, it was. It was. Did you see the mess in his tent? It looked like he was
Scotty's
living in his tent.
Scotty's tent's new. His
I
is
know. I'm
his is
just
brand
playing.
new.
I'm
I
just
mean,
playing.
but still, like, even if you don't do it every week or every other week or once a month, you should at least do it after every harvest. You know what I mean? Like that makes sense.
After every harvest, my tent goes completely down. It gets re-put up in the backyard. It gets washed out, sprayed out, flipped inside out, and dried in the sun. So yes, every helicopter that flies over my house gets a big flash in the eye with the inside of the tent. But yeah, I do a thorough clean. I do a thorough clean on the tent.
Scotty, when you say white flies, do you mean fungus gnats, or do you actually mean you have white flies? Are they in your soil? Are they little tiny guys? Because I know white flies are pretty big and they fucking do some damage on your plants. Oh no, white flies are small. They are. That's right. They are. I hate those ones. Oh my god. You have those? They look like tiny little moths. Scotty? They came in from outside. Definitely came in from outside. Yeah, if they're white and they look like little tiny moths, you definitely have uh, white flies. And yes, I noticed that's how I've been running it too, Larry. I've been running it a little hot, and it seems to be working really well like that. I do instead of like 5 milliliters per liter, I do like 5 milliliters per 24 ounces. So it just makes it like that much stronger. plant, bottom moons, they took those leaves off and make them use in all-purpose.
You know what? By the time my all per plus gets here, I'm gonna know how to battle everything because you guys will have all gone through it for me. I'll be like, oh, let me just go back on the episodes. Oh, yeah, a little bit stronger. Oh, yeah, it works on this and this and this and this. Yeah, watch.
Wow, it does work up to 30 milliliters per gallon. Huh. Okay. Cool.
Damn,
Right on.
30 a gallon. That's freaking
That's double strength.
yeah,
What the bottle says.
yeah.
It's 15 mils per gallon. So I guess it'd be around four milliliters per liter, I should say. Yeah. Yep. I like that All-Per Plus. I'm digging it. Plants love it. I sprayed it all over my reverting plant, all the new growth, because it's all dying off and shit. And it just wiped it out. Just completely killed it off the rest of the way. And then the new growth on the, I have two branches that are just taken off. They're just already growing out some nice growth. So
Nice.
soon it'll be clonable. I can give that. Plus I have seeds of that one still, so still have that one around. But I really enjoy this phenotype. Like I said, I want to use it for structure. It's one of the most structurally sound plants that I've seen in a long time.
I have one of those. I have one of those right now.
But what?
Something with just amazing structure.
Which one? The limoncello?
Yep.
Mm.
I'm super excited about the limoncello, dude. Like every day, like it's just all my like okay, all the side branches are reaching the top. It is literally going to be flat. Once all the side branches catch up, then I'll do the transplant.
Mm-hmm.
Flop it in the 3-gallon for like a month. Then I'll put it right into the 12-gallon. Let it veg for 2 weeks, and then I'll flip it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet.
But I'm super excited.
Scotty started 2 juniper OGs. Right on. Going to be exciting.
Weren't we just looking at that, and you were having some hesitations when we were looking at it?
That's why I'm excited that he's growing it, not me, because I'm
The picture,
sorry, Scotty.
The picture it looked super frosty.
It did.
But it was a leafy plant.
It was a very high leaf to silax ratio, yes. It was just a lot of leaves. Like one of the strains that I don't like because they're harder to trim are strains that have the high leaf to silax ratio. So there's a lot of leaves to this amount of silaxes it has. So I can name 100, no, not 100, but I can name about 10 strains right now, I think, that I didn't like growing that had that same.
Here, well, why don't you do this?
structure.
Why don't you do this? So he knows so he can see what you're talking about. Why don't you pull something up so he can see what you mean by high leaf to silax? Show him what we're talking about and then the preferred structure that we look for. Like it'll be a frosty plant, Scotty. Like we looked at it as a plant that would be great for any kind of hash, whether it be bubble hash, whether you're blasting it, whether you're squishing it, fresh frozen. No, leave them in the water. The limoncello is definitely a sativa dominant hybrid right now.
Whoops.
Some pictures of the limoncello will start to come out soon, Ignacio.
So here's one of my favorite strains to smoke, but it's not one of my favorite strains to trim or grow. This is a really good representation of it. It's probably a hybrid, most likely, but but you see how there's just tons of leaves. You notice that? That's what I'm talking about. That's high leaf to silax ratio. You can't really see the bud in there, can you?
Only the very tip.
Yeah.
Everything else is surrounded by leaf.
So,
you know what it seems like on something like this? For every couple silaxes, a leaf actually pops out with it.
it must, yeah.
Because
And
think about it. Think about how
stripped it down. They even stripped it down, all the big fan leaves, because it was probably there was a shitload more of those coming out everywhere.
Yeah,
you can probably see where all the spots were, where there was a fan leaf coming out that they took off. But yeah, I mean, there's no structure; it's all leaves, as far as I'm,
Now, plants like this, Scotty, are usually very crystally, like I said, which makes great for hash because you have all that trim is covered in trichomes.
So yeah, those are strains that are great for concentrates. Candyland was another one. It didn't have a great yield or great structure. High leaf to silax ratio, but it was amazing strain. It was good for the little tiny buds that I did get off. No, they were decent. They were decent buds. But man, that was the strain that I discovered. It really goes well with your coffee in the morning, especially in particular Starbucks Pike's Place roast with Candyland. Whatever the terpene profile or the tannins that are in the coffee, they complement that strain really well because the when you take your hit and then you do a drink of coffee, the flavors that you get, that mix, are just unreal, like no other. Well, shit. You just take another dab without me?
No, I'm not dabbing. I'm smoking on flower. So yeah, it's I gotta take a couple bowls for every one of your dabs, Dick. That's right. I don't have my dabs yet. Someone just forgot about me. Said,
No, I didn't.
We'll We'll
I
wait
didn't.
We'll wait another month and a half.
Oh, with another.
I'm like a redheaded
Week?
stepchild.
Oh, whatever. You gotta wait a week.
Everyone forgets about Jest. They're like, Jest who?
Just who? Just Frank?
Shit.
What about Just?
Well, let me ask you, you got any clones or anything that you could show the viewers out there in
Any clones? What?
you got any clones or anything you can pull out and show the people?
I might. I have a clone or two.
Here, I'll let you go first. Then we'll get out the monster. I only use LEDs, Ignacio. If you want a true comparison, you can ask that man right there, JR, because he actually runs on both. So he can actually tell you, like, especially this run, if you wanted to, he could technically flower under one of each and tell you exactly if one makes a denser bud than another.
Got some clones. These are just transplanted out of the cloner. These are the couple of the Finos of Vanillo that we're going to be taking to the Boston, hopefully.
Yep. To Boston.
These are just starting to get some color back in them. You can see they're still kind of struggling a little bit, but they got transplanted. They got a good healthy feeding. So you can see them. They're really starting to get some color. They're starting to get some nice light color, and the new growth is starting to look really good.
Yeah,
the old growth is gonna see that's gonna die off. That one. But yeah. It's doing good. I did something today. I started 2 solo cups. My late entries.
Are you gonna try to see if you can compete with Just Think?
Oh, I know they can.
There's a lot of people said they know they can. We're not gonna name any names, but they don't even post pictures. Those people.
Right. Well, I'm not just anybody.
Here, let's go get the monster.
Bust her out. Ugh. Ignacio asked if his autos will be okay flipping into 1212 with his photos. How will it affect my yield? So when I always thought it didn't matter. I always thought, but people say that extra 6 hours of light, putting them in an 18.6, you get 6 hours more a day of light, so you get that much more yield, I guess. So
Damn, I can hide behind this bush. What the hell? Must be on steroids.
Must be. Are you sure you're not using salt base?
No, I'm not using salt-based, dick.
I think you are. I think you're using some chemisalt organa based steroid mix.
Nope.
What do you shop for your nutrients at? A GNC?
You're funny. You're funny.
You giving those things creatine and fucking HGH? No, it's plant PGRs. It's
Yeah,
PGRs.
right. PGR's my ass. I'm hoping in a perfect world I get an ounce and a quarter.
In a perfect world.
Yep. We'll say that this is the big one right here. That's the half, and the rest are all at least quarters. If we get an ounce and a half to two, I'd be amazed.
Yeah. It's looking pretty good. What kind of light do you have it under? CFL? 125 watt CFL?
No,
Right in the middle of it?
no,
What?
no,
Yes.
no. That's just in my window.
Baloney. You got
And I
that thing in its own little fucking
And
box.
I have it in my backyard's window. It only gets sun for 6 hours, 18 hours of darkness.
Jeez.
I said I'd try this one reverse. You know, throw the rule book about autos out the window.
What kind of cup is that? Where'd you get that?
That is an old ass 7-Eleven cup.
What's on it? Let me see it. Oh, Farmville. Okay.
Yep. That's very old. Yep. This was the run that I will never go back to any kind of synthetic at all. Ever. Nope. It'll be 100% organic from this point on. Not a combination of synganics. 100.
Synganics? You don't like my synganic fucking feeding schedule? What?
I mean, for you, I guess it works. But for me, that shit don't work, dude.
It's hard. You really have to understand, what you're doing if you want to mix chemical with organic and how to get it to really function right.
To balance and benefit each
It's
other.
a balance. It's a balance. It's definitely a balance.
Yeah.
If you fuck up that balance, you'll end up like Larry with Larry's fucking issue, where you're just locked out.
Last run was just the. It was. I mean, last run was the closest to 100% organic as I went. I did still have a couple things that weren't 100% organic.
And Larry, he says he learned the hard way, but his plants are already bouncing back. Like, he sent me a picture of it when he put it outside. Holy shit, it's already looking better.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's even looking better now.
Yeah, a flush, a little bit
a couple
of a flush.
days ago.
Yeah, once he did his little flush, they should have been bounced back pretty damn quick.
Yeah.
See, like I said before, Larry, I learned the hard way with my first lockout, because my first lockout was literally like week 5 of flower, where it was like, fuck, I flushed, I got it back, and then I had to flush again right away, where it kind of defeated the purpose of having to fix it. If I just let it go, it would have done the same thing. Yeah. So I learned the hard way. But definitely prescription blend and the Dr. Earth is kicking ass. You know, everything I need is in it. It has my CalMag in it. It has my silica in it. It has my boosters. It has my kelp. You know, that with my recharge, because you know me, I always use recharge.
This is kind of the first time you're really running like a full real feeding schedule too. You've just been kind of, messing with this product and that, and like maybe the most you've maybe done is the Dr. Earth 3-part kind of,
that was, and the 3-part was really just the top feed.
Yeah.
And everything else was always the compost tea.
Right. And it was never one product line. It was always,
a
recharge and this brand and this brand. And so, yeah. Sweet. Jenny, what kind of Fox Farm did you buy? Jess, what's that one that you run? The microbial tea or whatever?
Oh, the Bush Doctor microbrew.
Microbrew, yeah. That's a good one.
I use that in the beginning with the Clonex solution. I always add a little aloe, but that's what they get. That's their first watering. I try to inoculate the soil as much as I can with what the seed needs.
Right.
And then from there, you really don't water, or you really don't feed for at least the first week. Because every seed, even photos, I believe, has a little, just enough built-in nutrients to get it to sprout and to get it to pop those first 2 leaves. Your round leaf and your first serrated leaf. At that point you can start feeding, depending on size, but every plant's going to tell you what it needs when it needs it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Big Bloom and Tiger Bloom are basically their base bloom nutrient and their booster, pretty much. Like, I mean, that's basically what it is.
Yeah,
it's a good combination. It's a great combination. Use that with a couple other products and really get the plants going.
No, I love the microbrew too. I'm a huge fan. Since I found it, I use it with every watering, really.
Yeah.
Recharge in that is every watering, and then the prescription blend is by itself. That's every feeding, and then I've been top feeding really just the Divinity, because the Divinity is just that much of a hungry feeder.
Can you see what Ignacio's saying?
That the prescription blend cost me $79.99 on Amazon. I'm trying to get JR to go talk to them, since literally they're like 5 miles away from him.
No, they're not. It's like a 45-minute drive to them. But they're literally on the other side of the river. They're in St. Helens, Oregon, and I'm in Longview, Washington. So they're literally, it's like a 30-mile drive.
But because on Amazon you can only get the small package, right? What is the size of the small package? It's the 32-ounce bags, right? Amazon doesn't give you the option to buy the gallon.
Right.
I'm hoping when JR does make it down there, he can get the gallon size. Gallon size will last several runs. Mm-hmm. And depending on what you're doing, if you're doing photos, it's like literally there's a feeding chart. It's a 4-week veg and an 8-week flower chart. But fuck, it's so simple. It's 10 milliliters A, 10 milliliters of B. Then you use 5 milliliters of everything else. Once you're going, mm-hmm. This is across the board. Yep. And I'm seeing I am seeing totally different results from last run on some of the plants and some of the strains that I've already run. So yeah, I am super impressed.
Cool. Right on.
Yep. If it's the Divinity Jenny, yep, that's why I started top feeding. And I've been literally feeding the solo cup. I don't know if you can tell how yellow some of those are. Camera, they look kind of green, but
They looking kind of yellow.
yeah, but
I can see.
in person they're looking really yellow. Like new growth is green.
They're
Like
hungry.
I'm literally feeding it every other day, and the non feed days are still water days. So it's drinking something every day, and it's drink in the morning, drink in the afternoon, drink at night. It's not just one. I'm using the Dr. Earth right now. I use the granulars, the top feed. So I use for vegging, I use the 222 and the 463, I believe. And that's it's the all-purpose 222, and then the herb,
veg.
tomato, and herb veg.
Yeah.
And then I use the
Vegetables.
the top feed. The top feed bloom booster. Yeah, and that seems to be helping. I've been using the bloom booster for like a week and a half now, 2 weeks. So it should just really be kicking in on top of what I've been feeding it. But I've been adding a little bit to it every couple days. So I'm hoping all of that starts really leaching in the next couple days, because it takes about a week when you top feed.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something that's going to fix your problem right away. But top feeding and actual regimen is working wonders right now.
So when I built my solo cups today, I put about this much of those standard clay rock pebbles, and then I put about this much of my black gold that I bought the other day, and then I put about the same amount of seed starter mix. But on top of the black gold, I put 2 teaspoons of the one shot. So when the seedling grows down into that, it can feed onto that one shot, and then I'm gonna have my cup sitting in a tray of water constantly from my fish tank. So they're constantly going to be bottom fed with fish tank water, and that water is going to get changed out probably daily. So we'll see what happens with my solo cups here. You guys are going to be very impressed with what I do. Look at that look on his face. He's scared. He's scared. You can see it.
I am not scared.
He's like, fuck, he already started some? God, I wanted to be the one that won this. I want to win it.
Dude, yours is going to be a month and a half. Yours is just going to start flowering when the judges have already tallied it up.
All right, that's fine.
You're going to get Mr.
I don't want to
Alley number 2.
I don't want to win. I just want to come in. I want to come in last place.
By default?
By default. Well, it's finally done, guys. It'll be done around the end of September, probably. Yeah, around the end of September, maybe middle of October. Yeah, we'll see.
Ooh, that's an important time, and you won't be there.
I will. Yeah, because it'll be harvest, and then I'll be drying and curing And then like the last day of October, I was thinking about flying out and taking it over there.
Last day of October. I thought it has to be there by October 4th.
Or last day of September. So
It's gonna get all dried out. The person who's supposed to water it's gonna be like, "Oh, it's just a solo cup. I don't need to do anything."
what's going to be sitting in water?
Yeah, by that point it's gonna be all stagnant. It's gonna be sludge in there. It's gonna get infected.
Hey, look who it is.
Oh my
Devin.
God. Hotel life, you know how it is.
Oh, yeah. You're in the hotel again? You guys can't handle it?
No, I feel like I'm in a hotel. I'm living in my bed
okay.
in the window unit.
Oh, God.
Same thing, right? If you get a small hotel,
Right.
that's all you do. It's like a bed, a TV, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Basically, yeah.
That's a
with
hotel.
With the,
yeah. A cheap hotel with a fucking window, with an air conditioner, a bed, and a TV. That's what you get on the low.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's where we're at. Sorry for the lighting, everybody. I hope you enjoy this. I'm in the bedroom with the wife right now, to say the least.
How's your
She
weekend?
let me go live. You know, chronic pain. Lots of chronic
Oh
pain.
yeah. I was
That,
watching your video earlier. Yeah, that sucks.
It's the humidity. You know what I mean? The humidity and the, like, you know, the not having air conditioning and just all that. You know what I mean? It starts to build
Yeah.
up.
Yep.
I was to the point where I had a thing to go to last night and I couldn't do it. I was just like, the pain takes over to where you're not sleeping, and then it's like I don't want to go out, dude. I just don't want to, and then I turn into that hermit kind of stoner, and I don't want to do anything. But you know what, though? I got the best night of sleep last night, so in like
Good.
2 months.
Good. Good.
I took that anti-blocking, that gabapentin shit. I don't like taking it, but I when it gets to this point, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Right.
So what is everybody else up to?
Not much, man. Just fucking showing off some clones here.
I'm cloning, dude. I'm still cloning. My clones are alive.
I know.
Like, can you
That's
believe that?
It's awesome. Hell yeah.
Like, actually, I'm cloning at like 95 degrees.
That's so awesome. I hope they make it. I hope they live. Looks like they're doing perfect.
Actually, I have new growth.
Perfect.
New growth.
Right on.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's what I'm like. It's kind of weird.
Right on.
Is that my fan doing that?
Scotty, there's about 4
Is that
weeks left on the cups, probably, maybe 5. Maybe some people have 5, maybe some people have 4, maybe 3. I don't know.
My opinion,
6. I have 6. I have 6 weeks left on mine.
I'm thinking the cup is gonna pretty much be over about the same time the raffle is.
Okay.
I think they're gonna pretty much end right one then another.
Perfect.
See
Time.
how I plugged that for you there, right?
Perfect. Raffle?
Raffle what?
Raffle?
What raffle?
It's called a waffle.
It's a waffle.
It's a waffle. Syrup on top. The waffle. Say no fondle waffle breakfast. No, the pancake breakfast. The Labor Day.
Yep.
Labor Day.
That gives us about 7 weeks. So that makes sure everyone finishes. You get all your awesome picks, you know. I definitely want to see some root picks at the end, you know. That gives
Some what?
Some root picks.
Oh yeah.
I'm about to do I think I'm gonna do a root pick. I'm gonna do a root pick. I'm gonna fucking pop it out and do a root pick right now because like we're rocking those extreme temps. It looks beautiful. It's doing everything it's supposed to. I want to do a picture of what the roots look like right now.
Yeah, that'd
like
be a good
like
idea.
I'm at like week of flower on mine.
2.5.
That would be kind of neat to show everybody what with the fancy cameras and all that fun stuff. What week 2 of flower looks like at like a closet at 100 degrees, and what you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
What are you smoking on, JR? And everybody
I'm
else?
smoking on same stuff. The blackberry.
Yep, I'm smoking Last Harvest Widow.
I got some orange apricot sherbet on the Lolo.
Oh, nice. How is it?
Those pictures I post. It's tasty.
Yeah.
It's got that. I got those. It's called Smokus Focus. If anyone wants to know, and it's a box and it has lights and it seals it and it keeps your weed airtight.
Oh.
I got a little hookup. A couple months ago. I don't use them often, but I thought these nugs deserve to be in the fucking like picture worthy because they were beautiful nugs and they came out pretty nice. It's got a magnifying glass. It's got LED lights and it's USB-C charging, and it seals it with a lock too. You got to press a button to unlock and get to take the top off.
Nice.
Pretty cool little jar. You know what I mean? You want to show your fucking flower off, especially if you're homegrown. That's my goal. Is to put some fucking my fire in that bitch, dude. When I get to that point, be like, hey, nigga, I grew this. I mean, I smoke my weed and everyone likes it, but when you can look at it and be proud too, I'm not proud of what my weed looks like right now because I didn't trim it right.
You know what? I never do a full trim. I always have a little bit of leaf left. You know what? It's called the farmer's trim. Hey, I'm the farmer. I'm I'm not.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm smoking it.
Yeah, because you know what? Because we'll all agree, we are definitely more concentrate than flower people. Flower for me is I smoke bong loads, but I roll a lot of joints, and that farmer trim that leaves a lot of fucking sugar left for me. So when I roll, I got a little extra sugar leaf. I got a little extra bang in my J. So yeah, I have a friend that it doesn't matter what I've grown so far. That's the first thing he says. Well, your trim. I'm like, fuck you, my trim.
I know people that talk about shit about my trim. You're like, your trim sucks. You're not doing a good job.
I mean, that's kind of an important part. Like,
hold on, I'll be right back. Keep going.
No, it is an important part though because I'm still learning. Though this is like literally my third grow, and it's going like shit is horrible as you can imagine. I'm flowering at I'm flowering at 95 degrees too. So that you know what I mean. Like at that point in time, all the autos right now are kind of like freaking the fuck out. They're not doing what they're supposed to, and that's slowing the whole process down.
Now that I'm in full blown flower, I had to turn on all 3 lights at 100%. Yeah, my tent's not as high as yours, but I'm rocking 90%, and I'm at 90 degrees, and my shit's rocking right now, dude.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. I think
it has to be doing something. It has to be doing something because they're not droopy. I don't have any sunburn on them. I don't have any light burn. Like I come in 15 minutes after I water, they're praying to the gods. My leaves are standing perfectly straight up. Yep. Absolutely, and I love it. I love it.
Oh,
I'm looking at it.
every time I look in there, they're standing up, but I'm like, I don't get it, dude. You're like pushing like 105 at some points in time in the day. I just don't understand. But they're like, we love what's going on in this closet. And I'm like, okay,
You know what?
no complaint.
I'm gonna take it to this. My new
We live in
the prescription blend I'm using right now. It can't be that different, right? From what I've been using. Maybe the ratios are a little bit different, but I will say this. The one aspect that prescription blend has in it that I have not used until this run, because I was stubborn, I didn't want to listen to JR. I was like, you know what? I don't believe you. It can't be that much of a difference. Silica. The fact that I'm using silica right now is the only thing I can say is like, okay, silica is making the major difference. Silica, it doesn't seem that much affects them. Silica, they're like, throw them bitches outside right now in the backyard, and I bet you they'd thrive.
Oh, I fully agree because I silicate the fuck out of that shit with the diatomaceous earth that I'm using, and it's in my soil, and it's like top feed and everything else, and then the fucking silicate, the pro silicate in the water. And then I put that water in my spray bottle, and I'm spraying everything. Everything is covered in silicate. It's either the roots, it's the plant, everything is covered in some sort of silicate at this current time. And they're thriving. They're kicking ass. They're taking names. And you know what? I posted that video on Instagram. A little clip of what like those two pictures. This is my temp, and this is what my plants look like. And the Instagram even is like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. But whatever you're doing, keep fucking doing it. They're fucking happy. That's it. Just all the comments, dude. All the comments. They're happy. They're great. Just keep doing what you're doing. It's hot, but whatever. So, like that's what everyone's been saying, and it's like I really don't have a choice. I can't like undo this at this current point in time with a snap of a finger. If I could, I would. But you know what, dude? It's working. You know, if I can, especially like, you know, it's shitty that I have fucking like people are like, it's gonna foxtail, it's gonna this, it's gonna that, and I'm like, well, that's only my autos that are gonna get fucked right now, dude. I'm not gonna change my life cycle right now until we get the AC under control, and then I'm gonna have a ton of spawns too, because I was cleaning up one of the plants, and I cut off something with the razor blade, and it was like, actually, you're kind of lengthy, and you could be spawned right now. And I was like, I'm gonna go for it. Poop. I'm like, I'm spawning right now. Things are living, so
cool. Should be okay.
I'm looking on Amazon. And those little square thingies that you know what I'm talking about, and some like Clonex, because then I have the cloning powder. So dip it in the fucking gel, right? And then you dip it in the powder, and then you put it in your little thingy, and then you put it in a little dome thing, right?
Just go to the local grow shop. They have them. They're for 50 of them. It's $20, and they're called Root Riots.
So right now I'm putting together this really cool thing called my 40th birthday fucking wish list.
Oh, okay.
And it's public, and I'm going to share the link. And if you want to throw $6 down for those little cube things, or you know, $19 down for a fucking Clonex, and you know, I only turned 40 once. It's true though. You really only turned 40 once, and I want to I'm trying to maximize this 40th birthday, even if I don't have air conditioning at my house, because we're gonna have a banger. We're supposed to have a banger, Cops coming, like El Mirage Police, fuck you guys, calm it the fuck down. You can't do that if you don't have air conditioning. You can't. I mean, you can tell me I'm going to go outside and hang out in the backyard, and we can have a banger, but it's only going to last so long when feel like I need to cool down. Well, the house inside is not much different right now. So go to your car. I mean, you can cool down your car, but it's hot everywhere at this current point in time at Zach's house. So we're hoping before August 23rd that the AC gets fucking installed. They straight up said we have no fucking clue. Period. Thank you for signing all that paperwork. We have no fucking clue when we're gonna fucking. We have. They have no clue when they can get a hold of a unit, dude.
What? So it's
Yeah.
just
Welcome to COVID and fucking all that other fucking dumb shit and rhyme and reasoning why they can't get a hold of shit. I bought a Tran. I bought the expensive Tran, not the cheap Tran. We're all out. Signed all the paperwork. Now they're like, we're kind of locked in with that company, but they can't tell us when it's going to happen. They're like, hopefully before September, I would assume, before like this bullshit heat goes away. But yeah, nothing. There's zero, nothing.
Where'd he go?
He like literally went. He got raptured. Endgame or raptured. How do you want to look at it? Endgame or raptured? Poof.
Right. Poof.
He got So at the dispensary, when you hand your card to us, and we put it in a little card slot, and we let you in the back room, we unlock it, and we watch you walk through the door, and then the bud tender goes, dude, I can't find him. Dude, he's fucking gone. Like, the dude left, dude. He left his ID, he left his driver's license with us, and he never, ever, ever came back. We have a stack this fucking thick in that location. It's only been open for a year, less than a year and a half, a driver's license that people have just said, while we're holding their ID so we know who to help. Because, and I don't know if Washington is the same as most, California and stuff. We set your ID down, and then we give it back to you when we help you kind of thing, just so we know who sell for, blah, 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 all that bullshit. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like, they fucking, like, they get sick of waiting. Sometimes they have to wait 20 plus minutes, and they're on the sales floor, but you can shop around and look at stuff, and they leave. They just leave. And they never come back for their driver's license, ever.
Oh
ever.
My God.
Isn't that weird?
That is
like,
weird.
If I woke up the next morning and I said I can't find my driver's license, I'd freak the fuck out. Like, that's pretty fucking important. Like, I can't buy alcohol, period. Yeah. Like, some places, like, I don't care how old you are or how old you look, you can't play alcohol. I just can't imagine just going to a dispensary and be like, you know what? I really did never, ever want to go back there to get my ID. Fuck you guys. Fuck your meds. Fuck all your shit. Kind of crazy. I'm talking about hundreds of IDs, and we've only been open a year. Think of all the like a driver, especially during COVID, how hard is it? It was really hard to get a driver's license for you to just like leave it somewhere and be like, I don't need it. I'm good. It's my second driver's license. You know how many times we told people when they couldn't come back in the dispensary, oh, you don't have an ID, you can't come back. Oh, here you go. And they pull it out. You know what I mean? As a DA, that happens so many times. You can't come back here without. I mean, it was kind of a weird thing. We told medical patients because even if they had a profile, we still need some sort of identification because we have a sales floor. And we're like, no, I don't have one. I'm like, well, you have a good day then. You go away and come back when you have one because like that's the law. You should have one. I mean, that's what happens. And they would fucking finally be like, oh, here you go. Just
there we go. Technical difficulties.
I would assume so. Is it storming at your house and not mine again?
You know what? Things happen that are out of the control. I'm gonna take that from technical difficulties. Our IT man was just not doing his job right there.
God damn it! It's my fault.
God damn you, IT man! You're gonna get fucking fired, dude. Keep it up. Keep it up.
All right,
that's it, man.
We want to do some shout outs. Any shout outs?
Yeah,
I want to shout out. I want to shout out Alper Plus and fucking Larry. I'm fucking super stoked. I know.
I need to get a hold of that, dude. I need to get a hold of some Alper Plus. Larry, if you're on here,
it's a good product. I really enjoy it. I've been using it on my outdoor plants, and the bugs don't fuck with them. It doesn't have any bug damage on it at all. So I'm stoked. I've just been using it once a week on that plant. So Alper Plus, you're doing a great job.
Oh yeah, you know what though? There's a lot of people that have been having problems with like bugs and shit. And you know what? Anyone on our group that says we fuck with Allper Plus, there's no problem. Period.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard a lot of great fucking things about Allper Plus. So
yeah, I like it.
It
we might have to invest in some.
Every single live, it keeps growing. Allper Plus keeps growing on our lives. Period.
Yeah. Yep. For sure. Any other shout outs? You got any shout outs, Marley Bob?
Smoke is focus. Smoke is focus.
Smoke is focus. How crazy is that thing?
It's there you go. I'm turning the light off though. Magnifying glass. Put your weed inside there with the light. USB charge. It seals it. It keeps your weed fresh. And then when you put the light on, you can look at your crystals. It's kind of gangster, especially like when you get in the homegrown stage. And I told them, I said, you know what, man? I'm not the shout out for your company is not going to happen, but I'm going to use the fuck out your product, dude. I promise you. I'm like, it's not going to be like in a video. It's not going to be like a YouTube video. Like smoke is focus. Oh my god. When that video comes, it's going to be my weed inside that jar. And it's going to be the best pictures. And you know what I mean? It's going to be amazing. But like I told them, and they still, I was 100% honest with them, and they still sent me 2 jars. Having fun with these. They don't even follow me. They don't even give a fuck. Here's 2 jars, dude. Use them. Talk about us. Whatever. Have a good day. They don't even give a fuck, dude. So smoke is focus. That's it.
Cool.
Look at that thing, dude. Look at the light on that bad boy.
That's dope. What about you, Jess? You got any shout outs?
Let's give shout outs to Scotty B and Fate. You know,
gotta
definitely.
Out to them.
Definitely. You know, that's who I'm giving my shout out this week too. Scotty B and Fate. You know, that's the localized initial shout out. Everyone else, all our Facebook fam, you know, our loyal supporters on the show, the ones that watch us even when they're at family and friends' houses. You know, I give shout out to everyone on the page right now. Thank you for your support.
Jenny says shout out to Arizona Moonlight Grow. Is that the grow shop you went to today? Oh yeah.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Oh, I heard about them. Jenny. They helped you out big today. Right on. Jenny Williamson.
There you go.
She says they helped her out big time. So right on. Shout out to Arizona Moonlight Grow.
What's the location?
Yeah, where's the location, Jenny?
At least where you went.
Moon Valley. Is it the old Moon Valley Nursery?
Thanks for tuning in. We want to thank you again for staying with us through the whole live.
I'll have to check them out.
Stay tuned for next week's episodes. Every Tuesday and every Sunday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Until then, definitely want you to do one thing. That's stay faded. Overgrown Farms family, keep posting those questions. Keep growing. Stay medicated. We out.
Peace out, everyone. We'll see you next week at Rolling Stone.